Hello everybody, what's going on, and welcome to the second video of today. Earlier on we uploaded the My Player Career Mode, the playoffs with Bolt, and if you want to check that out, I recommend you guys do. It's up on the channel. But today we bring you another episode of Career Mode here with Bournemouth, and in today's episode, we've got games against Liverpool away at Anfield. We've got Chelsea coming up at Stamford Bridge. We've also got Schalke in the first leg of the round of 16 knockout rounds of the Champions League 2. But before we get into all of that, we have to show you what happened when we took on Newcastle at home. Played it as a post-com game, and to be fair, it was a bit of a warm-up, I guess you could say, for the what I would consider harder games of today, if you will. But Newcastle, still no easy game themselves, and to be fair, the game started off with us dominating as I expected. The only problem was I just couldn't finish off the chances that we were getting. We had a shot with Haaland that was saved onto the post. Ryan Fraser got through one-on-one, which was saved by the goalkeeper. Although he did find the breakthrough 41 minutes in when Ødegaard's cross towards the back post was met by Ben Chilwell, and his header was good enough to find the back of the net. Wasn't the best header in the world by any means, but like I said, good enough to find the back of the net. But there was a little bit of a few nervy signs as well for us defensively. This one here, fantastic cross, but I have to show you the volley in from Milivojevic. What an effort this is. He couldn't have hit it any sweeter than he actually did. And Milivojevic, you might remember, played an integral part for me in my De Graafschap save in FIFA 19, a quality central midfielder. And this was just such a good volley. Well worthy of finding an equalising goal in the game. And that's exactly what it was. And full time here from the Vitality Stadium, Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1. So not the way I wanted to start off the day, but like I said, it was the warm-up game. It was our first game of the day, if you will. So we had to kind of take it with a pinch of salt. Straight after that, we took on Wigan in the FA Cup. We got through quite easily, but these two games weren't the headliners, if you will. All those are coming up right now. Transfer deadline day coming up after we play Liverpool away at Anfield. And for the table, we are a point ahead of Manchester United as we sit fourth. If we lose to Liverpool here, it will be a very, very interesting last 13 games for us. We could even drop out of the Europa League race as well, because if you look down to 7th, where Chelsea are, they are also not too far behind. United have just won 6-0 against Liverpool, so against Leeds. So, yeah, this is quite a tricky game for us. Liverpool have to win it to try and keep pace with Manchester City, who remain unbeaten at the top of the table. We have to win it to try and open up that gap to Manchester United. So, yeah, not really sure how this one's going to go. I believe we lost the last game against them 2-1. And, of course, if they've got the front three that we're used to seeing, we might be in for a difficult afternoon defensively here. As you can see, Benitez starts in goal, Chilwell left back, Ake, Gomez and Bellerin, with Fernandinho and Phillips just in front of the back four. Fraser, Maddison, David Brooks and Joshua King comes in up front. Let's head off into game. Here is King for Bournemouth, trying to get past Van den Berg, and that's going to be probably the first yellow card of the match here. Sepp van den Berg has brought us down, and it is indeed the first yellow card of the game. So we'll now have to play very carefully against Joshua King. Of course, him and Van Dijk are going to try and stop King today. It's not a great challenge. You can understand why it is the first yellow card of the match. Now, the question is, do we try and take this on with Maddison? It's quite a distance away. Maddison looking to step up. I mean, it's on target, but we're never really going to find the back of the net with anything like that. He has scored a free kick, though, has Maddison for, as you might remember. I believe it came against Everton last season. It was at a crucial time as well, so he can hit them, Maddison, just didn't quite get enough behind that one. As again, he's on the ball. Beats Fabinho a little bit too easily, but he sticks to him. Maddison again has it back, though. What's going on here with Liverpool? They just don't seem to be strong under the challenge. Ryan Fraser gets through. Now King! King's in! And that's the first goal of the game! I just was saying, Liverpool didn't seem strong in the challenge. That's twice we saw it in a space of about 20 seconds. Maddison battles away with Fabinho, gets possession. There it was Fraser who seemingly came away with the ball far too easily against Fissialco. King spins past Virgil van Dijk. And a fantastic finish past Karius has put us 1-0 in front here. Didn't expect us to take the lead in the game. We were poor against Newcastle last time out. We had the lead in that one, but we just didn't take our chances. We've taken the first one that's come our way today. Oh, mistake by Fernandinho. Gives it away to Salah. Not a player you want to give the ball to. Benitez very quick off his line, though, to stop Liverpool from equalising. King up against Van den Berg again. The challenge comes in. This time it's from Allen. And Liverpool have possession back. But it was Fernandinho on the edge of our penalty area. Gave it away towards Mo Salah. And in the end, Benitez bailed us out. Here is Wijnaldum for Liverpool. Phillips trying to stop him. Wijnaldum continued forward. What a challenge from Joe Gomez against his former club. What a game we've got on our hands here as well. Both teams seemingly able to create chances. Tell you what, if that ball from Joshua King found its way through to Maddison, he was completely through. End of a very, very interesting first half here. Chances for both teams. We took the only one we had really in the opening 20 minutes. Since then, Liverpool have grown into the game. We were bailed out by Benitez. It's a very end-to-end battle, this, though, so I do feel we will see more goals in the second half. Oxlade-Chamberlain for Liverpool, allowed to carry forward, trying to feed the ball. Joe Gomez is there with a brilliant interception, though, and he smashes it up the field of play. King off towards Brooks. What a touch by Joshua King. David Brooks now then, bearing down on goal. Fraser on the left-hand side. The pass is there. Ryan Fraser has won it for Bournemouth. 2-0, 12 minutes to play. Get in, 11 minutes even. Ryan Fraser's done it. And that's important because he's about to go off as we introduce you to Felipe Anderson for his debut at Bournemouth. He's returned from injury, wasn't quite fully fit to start the game, but he's going to come on with 11 minutes left here at Anfield. But Fraser's won it. Yes! That is what Ryan Fraser has done so well for Bournemouth this year. Getting into those positions. He's our top scorer in the Premier League. 14 goals to his name. He's like 10th on the overall list, but I'm not really interested in trying to get the golden boot just yet. But what he's done for us, he's scored goals and he's got himself into great positions this year from Ryan Fraser. I'm so happy with his contribution for us in this second year here at Bournemouth. But yeah, Anderson comes on. Welcome to Bournemouth. Here is Almada, one of our substitutes for Bournemouth. Almada, he's got fresh legs as well and he can run at this Liverpool defence, but instead feeds David Brooks, who cuts it back really well with a drag back. Brooks is in! Oh, he's put it over. That could have so easily been Bournemouth 3, Liverpool 0. They're trying to find their way back into the match, and in doing so, are leaving themselves very exposed at the back. But we've literally got a minute left now anyway from Anfield, as we will see a very big 3 points out. Disappointing, like I said, in the first game of the day against Newcastle. Couldn't quite get the victory there, a 1-1 draw. But my goodness me, what a performance we have put on here. Liverpool 0, Bournemouth 2 in the end. And that now opens the gap to Manchester United to 4 again with 13 Premier League games to play. Get in. As mentioned, transfer deadline day. We'll see if anything goes through. The top deals right now of the window. Arthur to Bayern Munich, £95 million. That is the most expensive transfer of this particular transfer window. Of course, that happening a few days before deadline day, though. I don't have any plans to really make any sales, any new signings or anything like that unless somebody comes in with a big offer. Mönchengladbach for Nathan Ake. I'm going to reject this because 25 million is just nowhere near enough. And that's one thing I think that we've been maybe a little bit frustrated by is just how low valued our players actually are. For example, Joshua King, Callum Wilson. You know, Wilson, we know how good he is up front. King was one of the top scorers, if not, was he the top scorer in the Premier League last year? And yet they're both worth like £15 million. It's just stupid. We're never going to let them go for that cheap. So, yeah, teams have made offers. We've rejected quite a lot of them. Another one here for Lewis Cook, who again, 82 rated, £22 million. There's no way he's valued 25. Why would I let him go for that? That's just a stupid amount. And in fact, it's insulting how little we got offered. So there's just no chance we will ever let any of our players go for that cheap. Home game against Sheffield United next, and it's 3 days before our first leg Champions League knockout round against Schalke. So I'll be simming the game. I've gone for a pretty decent team as well. In fact, you could argue it's our strongest team, just to try and make sure we get the 3 points here. We should have no troubles at all against Sheffield United. They're sort of lower end of the Premier League, and there you go, Maddison and David Brooks with the goals. Maddison's just gone to 84 rated too, to let you all know. But yeah, Schalke, round of 16, first leg of the Champions League. We've been waiting for this, and it's finally here, so let's head into it. Here we go then for the first leg. Away from home, we start with Benitez in goal. Chilwell, Ake, Gomez, and Bellerin, as we name an unchanged back four. Lewis Cook and Calvin Phillips partner one another in midfield. Fraser, Almada, Felipe Anderson as a sort of an attacking trio with King just in front. So Felipe Anderson starting the game. Let's see what he can bring to the table. Fraser and Anderson, if those two can turn up and play their best, we should tear Schalke apart down the wide areas. Fraser's having a great season. We know the quality that Anderson has got. That's why we brought him in the first place. Yeah, we should have a lot of luck if those guys turn up tonight and perform to their best. Schalke, there'll be no pushovers. It'll be interesting to see what their team looks like, and we'll get that in just a few seconds. Here is the Schalke 11. I notice a couple of new signings in there, but also they've got Samata up front. I've had him in a previous career mode, decent goal scorer. They've got a good back four as well. I also noticed Olivier Giroud on the bench tonight for Schalke. So I sincerely hope he doesn't come on and score against me, because that will be very frustrating. But for us, I still feel we have the better team on paper, and we should get the job done tonight. It's a great stadium to play at, and hopefully it'll be a great spectacle to watch as Schalke get the game underway for the first knockout round of the Champions League. First leg as well. It's stuff that we dreamed about when we started this series off, Champions League games with Bournemouth. We've got here, we got out of the group, and now we have to do the business in the knockout rounds as well. This is Almada, who was very, very good in the group stages for Bournemouth, finding Felipe Anderson, trying to turn away. He's got Bellerin for support. The pace of Hector Bellerin as he gets in behind. Oh, and he's at the crossbar. What a fast start from Bournemouth. Almada collects possession, sends another cross in towards Bellerin, who sends his header goalwards. And this time it's Farman who comes out to collect. I don't know why we couldn't switch to Felipe Anderson, though, when the header from Bellerin was going towards him. He was the better player to try and win it with, but nevertheless, what a fast start we've made to this game. Phillips in towards the feet of Almada. Like I said, brilliant in the group stages. He turns again. Fraser's in behind. Ryan Fraser, where you want him to be, but he's hit the side netting. Highlighted Fraser and Anderson before we kicked off, and you can already see the pace that hopefully will work a lot against this Schalke team. What a challenge by Hector Bellerin. He's also played the pass through to Joshua King, who's in, and he's not going to miss those. Schalke behind at home. Their start has been terrible, and Bournemouth have piled on the pressure, and we've got our reward as well. They've not started the game off well at all, but then again, have we just started it off fantastically, and that's the reason why. Great from Joshua King. Look at that back, right? When Bellerin wins possession, King realises for a split second he's going to be offside. So he just stops, takes a couple of steps back. The ball then through by Bellerin into the path of Joshua King. Great first touch to round his defender before then firing it into the back of the net. Like I said, he doesn't miss those. And Joshua King has scored his 4th Champions League goal. And it's the dream start for Bournemouth. Just over half an hour played here as we feed Ryan Fraser. And Schalke are all over the place. Fraser towards Almada. Oh, it's brilliant. It is brilliant by Bournemouth. Schalke 0, Bournemouth 2. And I said they're all over the place, but we are playing some of the very best football. Look at that from Almada. What a finish first time. He just impresses me every single time he's on a football pitch. Farman can't set himself. Schalke down by 2 at home. 2 away goals for us as well. And we're only 36 minutes into the game. This could get worse for them. Half-time looming here, and it can't come quicker for Schalke, as they actually now managing to find their way forward. Weston McKennie on the ball. Hector Bellerin, though, stops him in his tracks. And there is the half-time whistle. Schalke have been dismantled in this first half. 2 away goals for Bournemouth to play with. Handful for defenders, that's putting it lightly. Almada is running the show as he has been doing already in the Champions League. Another fantastic first half for that young man. A fantastic first half for Bournemouth. And as it stands, if you're a betting man, your money is on us to go through. Thiago Almada, great touch, and he goes past one. Now finds Anderson, who's had a quiet night thus far. But he turns here, Felipe Anderson, in towards the area. Shot away as well. And Farman has made a very good stop there. Right hand down low, and he's pushed it out for a corner. It was a decent effort from Felipe Anderson by all accounts. Ramon's ball cut out by Bellerin. Now up towards Almada. Almada's touch. Off to Felipe Anderson. Anderson again allowed to turn inside on the left foot. Anderson continues forward in the penalty area, and he's not going to miss that. 3-0 Bournemouth. Anderson on the score sheet. His first Bournemouth goal as well. And it's a thunderous finish into the bottom corner. Too much time given to our players here by Schalke thus far. They look a little bit out of their depth in this game. I don't actually know how they're performing in the Bundesliga, but if I had to judge it on this performance tonight, I'd say not very well indeed. Fantastic finish, Anderson. Might make a substitution or two now as well. 30 seconds remain. That's not a good kick out from Farman. Chilwell in possession, but there's full time anyway. Schalke 0, Bournemouth 3. I would say the job is already done here after the first leg, but of course we have to play the second and anything is possible. We have seen some incredible Champions League comebacks in the past, so it is definitely possible for Schalke, but judging by tonight's performance, there's only really one team who should be heading through to the next round, and that is of course us. So fantastic display, good stuff all round. Our final match of today is against Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. We've got a very strong team. Maddison coming back in. Fraser starting on the left. Brooks on the right. Everywhere else, I believe, unchanged. Obviously, King is in good form. I can't take him out. He's scoring. Scored against Schalke. Scored against Liverpool. So it'd be stupid if we were to take him out. So yeah, let's head into game and see what Chelsea's team looks like. Chelsea with a very good 11. They've got a front three of Christian Pulisic, Belotti, and also Gareth Bale. So, yeah, it's quite an interesting front three, that. As we start off the game in some good possession. King trying to find the ball off. Kante steps in well, though. Their midfield is nothing too bad either. Kante, Kovacic, and Barella. And if you remember from last year's FIFA, I was a big fan of Barella in that centre midfield role. Quality player. So, yeah, in for a difficult afternoon here at Stamford Bridge. But I have confidence that we will put in a performance and get something out of the game. We did that against Liverpool. We did it against Schalke. There's no reason we won't do it here as Phillips looking for a way through. Skips past the challenge of N'Golo Kante. Still got hold of possession here, Phillips, as well. Easy ball to Maddison. Maddison now needs a run to come in. There it is from Joshua King. Ooh, what a challenge. Because King thought he was through there. And you don't want to be giving him an opportunity inside your penalty area. Here is Belotti. Taken out there by Lewis Cook. Kante, though, in possession for Chelsea. Goes past his man really easily. Oh, it's brilliant from N'Golo Kante. Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 0. And what an effort by Kante. I was just going to say, there's going to be a yellow card there as well for Lewis Cook as he took out Andrea Belotti. Ake, though, doesn't get near Kante. And how about that for the left-footed finish? Gomez even tried to block it as well. It's magical from Kante. Chelsea lead at Stamford Bridge. And it's a goal well worthy of the lead as well. As expected as well, Lewis Cook picks up a yellow card for the challenge on Belotti. What is the reply, though, by Bournemouth here as Ryan Fraser turns past Sergio Roberto. Still got it, Ryan Fraser as well. Continues forward. Fraser's efforts kept up by Kepa. You feel it will come from Ryan Fraser. Bournemouth's chance here, and that's exactly what we've done. Fraser then with the corner, sending it in towards the near post. Kepa will punch it away. But it's only gone as far as Brooks, who can feed Gomez! And he won't want to see that again, will he? Well, even if you put a second goal on top of that goal, I don't even think Gomez's effort would have even hit the target. Brooks with a throw-in for Bournemouth finds the feet of King, whose control lets him down. And now Chelsea have possession back just before half-time. The ball out, though, is not good enough, and that's going to be half-time. Yep. So, we're behind at the break, in need of a reply. Do I just throw caution to the wind and make 3 attacking changes and switch formation? We haven't got anything to lose here, but with the scoreline the way it is, Chelsea will be quite comfortable trying to defend this lead. So I feel like we have to change something. We've not been fantastic in this first half. One change at the break for us then, and that is Lewis Cook off. Thiago Almada on, and we've dropped David Brooks back into central midfield. I just thought, as he was already on a booking, if I was going to bring anybody off, it would probably be Lewis Cook out of all the players that were on the field to play. I still feel like Maddison can make a difference in the match. But we start off the second half, and Chelsea have come out the ones looking lively. Tagliafico into the feet of Kovacic, who turns well. Phillips trying to stop him. Christian Pulisic now in possession. Bellerin doesn't quite win back possession just yet. Advantage played by the referee. Tagliafico again, trying to go forward. Good spell of possession this for Chelsea. Tagliafico, what's the end product though? Kovacic towards Kante. No, he's going to get another shot away. Kante does it again. Benitez saves it this time. I just couldn't get near N'Golo Kante. And when we did, it was too late. His effort turned behind though. Corner ball Chelsea. Fraser, brilliant defending. Breakaway now then. Let's go. Ryan Fraser using his pace. Almada needs to make the move. He has done. Thiago Almada not slow either. Where's the chance going to come from though for Bournemouth as Almada in towards the penalty area. Referee! Goal kick given. I mean, I don't think there was anything wrong with the challenge. 33 minutes left. We're still in search of a chance. 20 minutes remain. Our final two changes on. Felipe Anderson and Callum Wilson. Off go Maddison and Ryan Fraser. We cannot do anything else now. Our changes have been made. The question is, will we find the goal? Calvin Phillips here trying to open up this Chelsea defence towards the feet of Almada. Now playing in a central role, Thiago Almada. Looking to, again, try and make something happen. David Brooks. You can see, though, Chelsea just not allowing it defensively. They've been very, very good today. Brooks again, off to King. King towards Wilson. Wilson, back towards King. Vital again from Chelsea. I'm not sure who it was. It was Sergio Roberto. Just, we can't break through. Here is Almada. Almada towards Wilson. Wilson sees Felipe Anderson and he feeds the ball off too. This has to be the chance for Bournemouth. Anderson, lovely touch. Inside the penalty area, Felipe Anderson! What a goal that is! Kante may have done some magical things in the first half to give Chelsea the lead, but Felipe Anderson tops it with a brilliant solo effort. Look at this. Cuts inside with the Ronaldo chop onto the weaker left foot. No mistake whatsoever. We've seen two very good goals here. And both of them have been worthy of getting either side the win. But as it stands, it's looking like a point apiece. Frank Lampard, frustrated. His team have defended brilliantly up until this point. 83 minutes in. And we have got the breakthrough. 2 minutes remain here at Stamford Bridge. The score, one apiece. Will one of these two teams find a winning goal? Almada sees the run coming in from Wilson, but he would have been offside if we'd have played it. Here is Ben Chilwell down the left-hand side. Chilwell delivers the cross. Wilson's there! Off the crossbar! No! No, that was... Oh, you've got to be joking. There's full time as well. Chelsea won. Bournemouth won. Callum Wilson has just hit the crossbar with the last pretty much chance. How did that not go in? How did it not go in? Full time here. Tell you what, I don't know whether or not to be frustrated by the point or thankful for it, because for a long period of time, I thought we'd lose this by 1-0. Outside of Kante's brilliance in the first half, Chelsea weren't all that going forward. So I'm trying to work out if that's 2 points dropped or a point gained here. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide that. What a goal it was to equalise, though, from Anderson. And that, my friends, is the end of today's episode. The Premier League with 11 games to go. Look how close it is. City, 75 points, still unbeaten. I think it's their Premier League title at this point. Liverpool on 66. We're on 62. And there is a point between us, Spurs, and Manchester United. It's incredible just how close this race is for the top four. We might even slip out of it. We're going to have to try our hardest to make sure our performances stay as they have been. City, like I said, I think it's their title now, though. So, yep, they'll have to do a lot to lose this. For us, it's about trying to secure Champions League football again for next season. Considering we finished second in our first year, this has been a bit of a disappointment. But like I said, in the earlier stages of this season, you know, the big teams certainly have come back this year, haven't they? Look at Manchester United. They won the league last year, and they're nowhere near it this time. For the Champions League, though, of course, we hold a 3-0 aggregate lead so far over Schalke with the second leg coming up. I'll probably play that game as post-com because the way it's panned out, we should be getting through. We've got Southampton coming up next as well. I'm not sure if that's away at St Mary's or at home, so we'll take a look at that in the next episode as well. Until then, though, a massive thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this one, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a huge thank you for all of your support on the channel as well. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below to follow me on the channel. Also, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of any other uploads going here on YouTube. And until next time, have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll see you all again soon. Adios!